2nd of March, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua with Rashi.
Okay, hi.
Hello, Rabbi Moore. How are you?
Baruch Hashem. Very good.
Hi, Yechiel.
Sorry?
I said hi to Yechiel.
I said hi back.
Okay, let's go. I haven't got much time today. I have just about 15 minutes to learn. Okay. It's Erev Rosh Chodesh today. Okay. Yeah.
Well, what's the quote of the second verse?
Pasuk, let's go from skip a few psukim from the beginning. Actually, it's chapter 39, pasuk 1. It's very interesting, actually, that this pasuk is chosen to start a chapter. This is one of the proofs that it was not Talmidei Chachomim who determined these chapters, because it's like anybody who's some understanding of the psukim would have said to start the chapter on the next pasuk by pasuk base. Anyway.
Okay, so
Minat Cheles.
Min haTecheles v'ha'argaman, so alas ha'shani asu Pekudei sarad l'shareis ba'kodesh
Vaya'asu
es Pekudei hakodesh asher la'aharon ka'asher tziva Hashem es Moshe. So it means from the turquoise wool and the purple wool and the scarlet wool, they made the garments of mesh.
So it's interesting. Many translations translated as mesh. However, Rashi, and this is what Rashi is also going to refer us to over here, the first time this is mentioned is in Parsha Kisisa. Okay.
Sorry, I lost my internet. Last thing I heard you say was
Chapter
Kisisa.
30. Sorry?
The last thing I heard you say was Parsha Kisisa. I lost my internet connection.
Okay. I didn't go and say much more. Chapter 31, pasuk 10. Describes all the things which Bezalel and the other craftsmen, Aliov and all the other craftsmen, were supposed to make. So the pasuk from the Bible says it lists the whole thing. Starts off with the Moed, the Aron, the Shulchan, the Menorah, the Bacha'ela, the Kiyah. And then the pasuk Yud says, "Ves Pekudei Hasarot." Now Rashi dwells on that and he says, So Rashi, two things. First of all, Rashi points describes what they are. Rashi has a whole arichos of that they were not the Pekudei Kohuna, as other Mefarshim learn, but it was the cloths with which they covered over the all the utensils of the Mishkan when they traveled, as mentioned in Perek Dalet in Parshas Bamidbar. In Parshas Bamidbar, the end of Parshas Bamidbar, it mentions there that each vessel of the Mishkan, like the Aron and the Menorah and the Shulchan and the Mizbach Hazov, each one of them had a different color and a different combination of covers. Almost all of them had at least two covers, but there were different combinations. Rashi learns these covers of the kalim, which were used for traveling, they were called the Pekudei Hasrot. That was the Pekudei Hasrot.
So are they bags or are they?
No, they were actually
flat
bags,
sheets?
not just cloth. They were bags. They had but they were very big, huge. Okay. Now, so the second Rashi there. So first Rashi says that the Pekudei Hasrot refers to these cloths with which they covered the kalim. Now Rashi then, the second Rashi says, Pekudei Hasrot, what does the word srod mean? Yesh mefarshim loshen avoda v'sheirus. Targumoi levushe shimusha. Right, garments of use, service garments, service cloths. Yes, and the Maisa, then Rashi himself says it was mesh. It means mesh cloths. Rashi himself says it means mesh. I think that's how I translated it actually. One second. By the way, Meir hasn't been around.
Not today.
They made mesh cloths for use in this. That's how I translate mesh cloths.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yesterday he was with his wife at the hospital for
I hope everything is well.
procedures. So I don't know. He may be with her again today.
Okay. Beseda. Okay. By the way, according to the Rashi's first explanation, which he says from the Targum, the word misrad comes from the same root. You know, we hear the term an office in Ivrit. It's called a misrad. That comes from the same root as the word srod, Pekudei Hasrod.
Okay. And the shares is to serve.
Yes.
Okay. In the sanctuary, and they made the garments, the holy garments, that were for Aaron, like the command, that like that which was commanded by Hashem to Moses.
Right. Just as the Eternal had commanded Moses.
All right. So
by the way, every step of the way over here, it had to be just as the Eternal commanded Moses.
Umin ha-techeles v'ha'argaman v'gomer. The turquoise wool and the purple wool, etc. Sheish lo ne'emar kan. Linen is not mentioned here. Mikan ani omer. And from here I say, she'ein bigdei sirad halalu bigdei kahuna. I say that these coverings,
these cloths, right? Let's call it
cloths, or these bags, are not garments of the Kohanim.
Right. So as I said, some of Parsha learned Bigdei Hasrod means serving clothes, which is another term for Bigdei Kahuna. That's how some explain it. So Rashi says, no, it says from here I've got to prove that it is not Bigdei Kahuna, but it's something else. It says, how so?
Sheba Vigdei Kahuna Haya Sheish, because the garments of the Kohanim were linen.
That's among Sheba Bigdei. What's the last name again? Sheba Bigdei Kahuna Haya Sheish means among the priestly clothing, the garments, there was linen. So, and here it doesn't mention linen. And so again, Rashi repeats, Elohim begadim.
Elohim begadim shemechasim bahem klei hakodesh. Rather, they are garments shemechasim. I don't know.
With which they covered.
Oh, to cover with them the utensils, the holy utensils. Bishas siluk masaos. At the time that they departed
On their journeys.
For the journey.
Right.
Shelo haya bahem sheish. And they had no linen in them.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. Let's continue. Pasuk base.
Vayaz es ha-ephod zahav ticheles v'argaman v'so laas shani b'sheish mashzar. And they made, or he made, the ephod of gold, and turquoise and purple,
And scarlet.
and scarlet, and linen.
Moshzar.
It's twisted.
Twined, I guess the best way. Twined linen. And it more lines out actually that the twine that was spun applied to all the threads.
Meaning the tchelis and the argaman also?
Correct.
Okay, there's no Rashi on that pasuk.
No, let's go into Pasuk Gimel.
Vaya rak'u es pachei hazahav v'ki tzeitz pesilim la'asos besoch hatecheles uvesoch ha'argaman uvesoch tola'as ha'shani uvesoch hashesh ma'aseh choshev.
Okay.
So let's see.
Let's translate.
And they spread.
I wouldn't say flat. I translated, I think, as hammered out.
Hammered out. Oh, that's a lot different. Hammered out. The sheets of gold. And
Okay, that's what I tried to. They beat out the sheets of gold.
They beat out the sheets of gold, and they cut threads to make within the purple. And
first of all, within the tcheles, within the turquoise,
within the
Yeah, within
turquoise,
the
and
purple,
within the argamon, within the purple, and within the tolaas.
Hashani. You've heard this before, same thing. And within the
Hashani,
scarlet
the
threads.
scarlet, and within the linen, the work of an artist.
Of an artisan, I would have better said. Okay,
Right.
so this is my alarm. 1 second. Yeah, so basically Rashi is going to explain, I'll have to stop now in a minute, but Rashi is going to explain, they cut out gold threads, they beat out thin sheets of gold, and then they cut it into thin threads, and they combined these gold threads with the tcheles, with the argomon, with the tulas shoni, and with the shesh. And Rashi is going to go on to explain, because it was called, why was it called shesh? Because it was made out of six linen strands, 6 strands of linen, and from that there was twined a thread. Okay, and similarly 6 strands of turquoise, aquamarine wool, 6 strands of purple wool, 6 strands of scarlet wool. So now you had, so basically you had 4 threads, each made up of 6 strands of each. And then the one gold thread was attached, was then intertwined with each thread. So you had aquamarine wool plus 6, made up of 6 strands, plus a thread of gold. So that was altogether 7 strands there. And then 7 strands in the purple, 6 of purple plus 1 gold, and 6 of scarlet plus 1 gold, and 6 of linen plus 1 gold. So for altogether, you had 4 times 7, which was 28 strands. So each, how do you call it, string, let's call it, was made out of 28 strands. Okay, I'll have to stop here. As Hashem, we can pick it up again tomorrow. Okay?
Have a good
Have a
day.
great day, everybody, and a good Chodesh.
Same to you.